welcome to the first round of Drift Allstars Europe. I think we managed a good track for the first round, same as last year, and yeah, we have a lot of walls, so that's a good thing. On my left side, it's Arek Dudko. If you're not gonna announce it, then it's Jordi, more European name, so you can call him Jordi. Yeah, my name is Olaf, and yeah, we will watch for you and we will judge you this year. So do your best, then you get good points. Okay, the course, the pre-start. The first corner. Try to get as much speed as you can. So don't drift the whole corner, but try to keep it wide and then accelerate to the starting line over here. The first straight to the first corner. What we want to see is try not to use the handbrake to get it onto this point. Yeah, try to do it full throttle. Actually, we want to see the whole track full throttle.
Yeah.
And also, we draw a wide line on the tarmac until here. The same, we draw a wide line on the guardrail. From that point, you flick it to the other way. On this point, from here till somewhere around here, we're gonna measure the speed. Yeah? That does not mean that you do it with less angle. Keep the angle, but try to get as much speed as you can.
As long as it isn't in second gear.
Like Formula D judging, they hate it.
Yeah.
In Formula D, if you sit on limiter,
Yeah, if it's in limiter in second gear, it's stupid, you know.
Yeah.
But if you're in third gear, it's just
yeah, because what I'm asking is if for the show, if I'm coming out of the car, just smashing it off
smash the engine as hard as you can, yeah?
Yes. It's not mine.
Especially when you have big bangs.
Yeah, limiter kills the engine, so.
Make lots of noise, please.
It's not mine.
How are you judging it this year? The same as the years before?
Yeah,
The
same
point
regulation,
system,
yeah.
the same point system, yeah? So it's not changing.
How many runs for qualifying? Is there a practice and 2 qualifying, or?
We discuss that tomorrow.
Okay.
Does anyone want to
Too
come
much
to a gentleman's
information for you,
agreement
so
on
we
that
do that
corner?
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Pardon?
I'm just asking the drivers if anyone wants to come to a gentleman's agreement on that corner.
Yeah.
Because if you flick to that top apex zone on like big angle, you won't be braking, but you'll be slowing the car down heaps, and you'll be cutting in. And if someone's got really good speed through there, they're going to straighten your door.
If they're following in close to them anyway, then they just mirror what they're doing anyway. It's not as if they're going to be gaining loads of speed.
Even if you watch
and they have to all of a sudden slow down.
Yeah, but I'm not talking a car length behind, like I'm talking like on the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? If we know where we're going.
I only saw 2 or 3 cars who were running really wide. The rest was doing the racing line.
Yeah.
And that's the best line. So, and if you do it very wide, it's much easier for the second car to get closer.
Scotty, how you doing?
Very good, Brooke. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. We got a little bit of British drizzle. So what's up with the car? What's the big changes for this year?
Oh, just done a lot of chassis work to it, straightened it out. We've had 3 hard years, so it needed a little bit of work doing.
Yeah, the car's gone around a bit. So it's actually the same chassis, but you just cleaned it up.
Same chassis, tubed the front, tubed the rear, made it a whole lot lighter and stronger.
And tell me about some new sponsors you got going on. You got a new color on the car. What do we got going this year for as far as sponsors and just support?
Well, at skylinepod.com, as always.
All right.
We've got Little Molly on board. They're a big help. XXR wheels. A couple of other, I think our Jap Speed helped us out as well. So we've got a few new people and people who've been with us for a long time.
And you're probably one of the original drivers. Back when the series was called JDM Allstars and now it's called Drift Allstars. How do you think the series has morphed over the years, and what do you expect to see this year?
It's always been just the one to be in, to my mind. Because
why? I mean, compared
well, we're like a family now, and it's quite laid back. There's no real pressure. You put the pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
And as for this year, there's so many more international drivers, and the standard just gets higher and higher and higher. So it gets harder for me, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But it's more challenging, and it's good. And we're going to go to a whole lot more countries, so it'll be cool.
So we have quite a few countries on the roster. What do you think is going to be your favorite, or what are you looking forward to at least?
I think Romania, Hungary, those sort of areas.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of new territory to explore.
You like the East?
Yeah, and they're crazy for it.
Yeah.
They love it. So I just can't wait to get out there and have some fun.
Cool. Well, practice is about to start, so we look forward to seeing you out there.
Yeah.
Scotty, see you soon. See you. Bye.
And what we're looking for here, folks, is to run the wall, as we refer to it. New drift fans out there, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. We're talking about getting the back end of the car as close as is physically possible to the wall. Now, this is far, far harder than it looks, and it looks hard to begin with. Now, we had a bit of a media day for the Drift All-Stars kind of crew a couple of weeks ago down in Brands Hatch. Now, Farouk, I know you can drift. Me, woeful. I've got Mr. Alistair Clark up with here, he can drift. But yeah, me, I fully appreciate and have always appreciated what Scotty's doing down at the moment in the brand new out this year Rocket Bunny. Now the Rocket Bunny's been black, was running on some ultralight wheels last year. Scotty completely changed the look of this car, colour-wise, but still running that very distinctive Rocket Bunny body kit.
The car looks the same as far as the body kit, color's different, completely rebuilt the car. The chassis is the same, but it's front tubular frame, rear tubular frame, it's a lot lighter, it's a lot stronger also.
I was going to say, if you get onto the Drift All-Stars Facebook page, you can find information on all these drivers. Anthony, Scotty, Scott, I saw him put up some pictures yesterday that whole rear unit, so the rear lights, the rear bumpers, I think is it not part of the over fenders, I think actually the rear part of the over fenders as well. The whole thing comes off in one chunk. Front bumper, headlight and grille assembly all comes off in one chunk. If he clips something, he's going to lose it very easily. Bang, gone, and we've got a naked Rocket Bunny. So Scotty, very accomplished driver. Ooh, we're tucking into that white line, but there's too much distance there. So what the judges are looking for is the back end of that Rocket Bunny to be right up against the banners all the way around. We want to see those banners fold up and over. We love seeing the sponsors' names, but we want to see them being that close that it disturbs them. Now, Scotty used to run an RB30 motor. It was an RB30, was it RB26? Yeah, RB30 in this this little S chassis, and then swapped back to an SR20 after he blew the RB30, what, 18 months, 2 years ago now?
Yeah, he blew it about 4 times, and he was just sick of the hassle that goes into the RB30, and the chassis just was unstable. He doesn't have a modified firewall, so you switch back to the SR, and he says the car's much faster.
He'd get on a wheelchair and drift it, you know? And alongside him we've got Anthony Scotty Scott. Now, there he is, little wave. Evening, Mr. Scott, SkylinePart.com, down from Hexham in Northumbria. You know, he's a very seasoned competitor. This car was black, the Rocket Bunny, now bright yellow. You heard us talking about the chassis changes that he's initiated during the winter. We've got the gasoline for humans, Nexon tyre, S15. What do you reckon these guys are going to be up to out there on their warm-up lap as we talk?
Well, I mean, that's one of the beauties of the sport. You have a champion like Luke Fink that tries to win everything that he's in, and then you have somebody that's complete wild card like Anthony Scott. He pulls the runs out of his back pocket no one expects. One thing that's key though, I tell you what. We were watching in-car videos about an hour ago. You can actually hear the crowd screaming when they're clapping. So if you like that driver out there, give them a holler and they will hear you.
We want to see you getting behind these guys. Literally, Luke Fink, Australia he has come from. We have Finnish competitors here. We have Spanish competitors. We have Italian competitors. So really, really show your love for them and for Scotty. Because let's face it, it's all downhill from Northumbria. He's going to drive back up the hill to get back up to that border country. Look at him tucking it right in behind Fink now as they come back round to the start line. Will Fink feel the pressure? You know what? I don't think he will. And I think Scotty knows he's really got to raise it now. He's really got to take it to him. So Luke Fink, our number 2 qualifier, up against Scotty, our number 15. So Luke Fink is going to lead now in this S15. Just checking the cameras, turning the cameras on here so we can give you this footage at later date. All you guys there out on the live feed, we really hope you're enjoying what you're seeing here. Wherever you are in the world, give us a shout. We'll try and find some time to read it out, but we want to make sure you see all the action. So, cameras are running. Luke Fink to lead in the Nexon Tyre Gasoline for Humans S15. Alongside him, Anthony Scotty Scott. This first corner unjudged. Luke driving it very slowly. Is he going to accelerate and initiate hard? Oh, a very serene initiation there.
Trying to get the grip. Look at him just pushing all the way wide. Oh boy, 101.
So Luke really pushing out to the wall there. Scotty running shallow. Scotty, I can't say it how it isn't, you know? Running shallow there. He's closing in on Luke, but running right shallow to keep it up, and having to straighten as well because he ran it so shallow. So a really bad run there from Anthony Scotty Scott. In fact, it almost looks like he went, you know what, I'm too far off. I'm going to have to close in, I'm going to run shallow. He ran so shallow, he then had to back off. Luke on the smoke, on the power, almost as if Scotty wasn't there.
I mean, a more extreme version of what we saw with Anthony Morley, essentially, right? I mean, Anthony Morley ran a really low angle in order to be able to follow somebody that was a lot faster for him. Understandable. That he didn't have the power to keep up. But at the same time, the judges have to judge for that. Does that make sense? Okay, if you didn't bring enough power to the table, you know, bring more next time.
Exactly. Go and lose some weight, tune up more. This is Drift All-Stars. This is not my first drift day, you know what I mean? So now Scotty to lead. There is all pressure on Scotty, and that pressure right now takes the form of a black S15 with an Australian drift champ in it, almost initiating before Scotty. A little bit of a straighten through there, the transition. Scotty running shallow, but Luke right on him. So coming through to the transition, Scotty with a bit more aggression than the previous run, but nowhere near what he's having to bring. So Luke is all over that rear quarter there. Gasoline for Humans. Nexon sponsored S15. The judges don't really have to confer. They all look at each other, shake their heads in appreciation there of Luke Fink. Luke Fink goes through to the top 8. Look at Luke. Lovely little 360 flick. He's an incredible BMX rider as well. Scotty going for a little bit of a 360 as well. Anthony Scotty Scott. And this beautifully turned out Rocket Bunny. SkylinePart.com. All these guys have got Facebook pages, they've got websites. If you want to find out more about them, look at this. Now they want car control. See? This is how friendly this competition is. These guys tucking wheels, Luke with his door open, Scotty with his door open, as they now go to leave the track. So, big wave there and a big shout out to Anthony Scotty Scott, but Luke Fink into the top 8 with Phil Morrison. So, we've got Mr. Driftworks, the guy based 2 miles away, up against the Australian drift champ, who's 12,000 miles away. This is Drift All-Stars. And like it says on the back of Farouk's top here, no proof, no glory. It's happening right here, right now. Yes, Farouk, you're on camera. Yay! Woohoo! So, the live stream, what have we got up here? Massive shout out to Paul Cottrell and the VK crew. Clap, 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 clap. Atentos. On the podium, Luke Fink! Make some noise for him. Come on, he's literally travelled halfway around the world to do this. Luke, congratulations. We're going to see you at round 2.
Yeah, bloody hell.
Good man. Take the prizes. Step up with Yuha. There we go. Second place to you, squad. That's a fine brew for you. That's what's called wine. I'm sure you guys don't know about that in Australia. Okay, which means there is one spot. There is one driver that can fill it. And his name is Alan Sinan! massive dramas. Alan, it was a hell of a battle. It saw the car bouncing off the back of U-Haul, all sorts of stuff. How does it feel, man? You are our round 1 winner.
Feels like I'm on top of the world, that's the trouble.
Well, we can't put you just on top of the world, but we can put you on top of some Armco so that all these people can see you and make some noise for you and the rest of the drivers, okay, man? So jump up, get you that trophy. It's this rather large one here. There you go, mate. Wave it in the air like you just don't care. You are our round 1 winner. A special shout out to all you guys, all the guys on the internet, and to all the other drivers who've made the effort to get here and enjoy this round 1. Get him! Sinnott gets nailed from behind by the Aussie. Drink it in. So, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Juho Rinton, Luke Fink, Alan Sinnott. We have an Australian. We have an Australian, a Finn, and an Irishman. That is how we do it with Drift All-Stars. Yes, get those photos. Oh, gentlemen, I'll tell you what, can you come and do it here? Because we've got a full lineup of sponsor banners here. He's heavier than he looks. He's got balls of steel, that's why. Big old kahunas. Right, pick up your trophies. Let's get you lined up in here. Right, so, look, what are you doing? Checking out the hallmark on the bottom?
I'm not used to getting trophies from JDM All-Stars.
But that's because it's not JDM All-Stars, it's Drift All-Stars, my friend. Welcome to Europe. Right, one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time tonight, Birmingham, round 1. Luke Fink, Juho Rinton, and Alan Sinnott. Streaks. A very excitable chap out there right now. Look at him go, he's on the clipping point. On the clipping point, can he hold it all the way around? I can't see any smoke. I can smell some fear though. Is he going to take it to the wall? Let's just hope he doesn't hit his back end. Oh, beautiful clip there, beautiful clip. He's lost a bit of speed. Can he keep the speed on? Can he keep the speed up? He's running shallow, he's running shallow. He's headed for the security. This could be a horrible accident.
Ricky Bobby, I'm coming for you!
I'm on fire! I'm on fire! What are my hands for? Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise! Yes, that is beautiful.